There was a story about that little girl with the starfish. And there was a big hurricane that washed all these starfish up on the seashore. And she was sitting in the sand, picking them out one at a time and throwing them back. And an old salty come walking by and told her they were all gonna die. It's not gonna make a difference. And she said, it'll make a difference to this one. And so Dan and I felt like that's the way we were, just helping out a few. Anybody who would consider being a part of it would get a lot of satisfaction out of what we're doing. I'm looking at it all and trying to get a handle on what would be the best thing to help these people. And the simplest thing that kept coming up all the time was water. And I started doing some research on how I could possibly do this and where I would do it. And what I concluded was that Haiti was doable. Haiti was a place that was a fourth world country. It wasn't even third world. When we got to the village, we tried to decide where they would have wanted the well, but the driller kind of said that this would have made a good place to do it because they could get the rig in there. The idea of having the well there where the school was a good idea, and I liked all of that. And the people were in need. They'd been carrying water for 2.5 miles all their life. It was primitive. It was very primitive.
And they were wondering, what are two white guys doing here? You know, two short white guys.
So finally they're coming up the road. We're all getting excited. Everybody's getting, you could tell there was some energy going on there and a buzz of the excitement of the rig coming. Well, oh my, I took one look at that rig and I looked at Dan, I looked back at the rig. I said, Dan, I honestly believe a pair of mules could have drug that thing in here. I can't believe what I'm looking at. But they all worked together. They got a hold of the tongue, they took it off the truck and they backed it in there, and the whole gang wiggled it around till they got it set up. And sure enough, darned if we didn't get started drilling a hole. Well, I was so excited. There was the bit. It looked like something. Oh, I couldn't believe it. I just couldn't believe it. But I had faith. That I did. I honestly believed that this was going to happen. I mean, what we were going to do and what it was going to take to get it was a whole nother story. And as it went on, we found out that there was more to it than just drilling the hole. Now we had water. We didn't have water before. Now we have water. But by the time we got it cleaned up and we got the pump set, and we brought the littlest ones that we could over to see how well they could handle the handle, and within no time at all they were onto it and everybody was getting water.
The day that we actually got the hand pump set up, I never saw so many 5-gallon buckets in my life.
Oh, I know.
There was a line, and
yeah,
a couple people seemed to be in charge of running the pump, but they were moving more water out of there than you could have ever believed. And
that went on for hours.
It just, oh yeah, and it just made their life so easy and so wonderful, and just a little bitty, you know, little better than it was. You know.